Terus. Nah, terus coba main. Pilih saja.
Main bawa main.
Bin 1 cm.
Yuk. Tarik. Dan.
Tapi gaya ni kan jenis.
Biogas ini ngon gas kan di pohon manising peninggalin.
Tan kentan membuatkan carang nasi.
Hei, nang gas kan.
Aray, nadi.
Sing bius.
The success of the first biogas unit quickly turned people from skeptics into supporters. It wasn't long before people were coming from all over the place to see how it worked. People wanted to know how to build one and were even telling me about other technologies they had seen. I found myself becoming knowledgeable about all sorts of appropriate technologies, adapting each one for the local needs as I tried my hand at constructing them. But then the '76 earthquake hit, bringing much destruction to the island. As a Christian, I felt an immediate urge to respond. Using my skills in appropriate technology, I was able to organize the villagers to open the road to 7 villages in the area. It was amazing when I think about it. A rejected Christian now working so closely with the very people who spurned me.
But all of these things were taking me further away from my task of bringing the gospel into the villages. With all of the visitors, I became a regular tour operator. The speaking engagements, the involvement with other technologies was taking up all of my time.
My mission was being neglected. I couldn't understand where God was leading me. I searched the scriptures for some indication of what God was trying to say. All of my previous training seemed to be in the wrong direction. Yet, an amazing breakthrough had occurred. The people were becoming friendlier. I sought advice from a missionary friend.
Quite often, Jesus' first concern was for people's immediate physical needs, the things which were important to them at the time. He knew that their minds could be closed to spiritual matters while they were suffering physically. I believe that he is helping you to break down the prejudices and ill feelings so that you can present the good news to your friends. So be encouraged and go ahead with all confidence in his leading.
This advice helped me see quite clearly what God was wanting me to do. The verses I read in Matthew vividly spelled out what his attitude was toward my work when he said, "What you did for the least of these people, you did for me." Cara pidan kan ada tangki, tangki itu, jadi ada gas ya, mana, ya na bahang raja turun, itu land gas.
Others soon wanted to have the knowledge about these technologies, and so we started training sessions in construction and installation of biogas units. We soon extended our training to include all kinds of other technologies. small bridges, water purifiers, electric turbines, and the hydraulic ram pump. But the questions they asked soon moved beyond their interest in the devices as they began to probe my motives for becoming involved in their affairs. Although these questions took me by surprise, they gave me the very opportunity I had longed for. As their trust in me grew, their interest in my spiritual beliefs expanded also. And so, in addition to our technology classes, we studied the Bible in the evenings. It was remarkable to see how the people gradually turned from a situation where they didn't even want to know me to one where we could sit down and study God's Word together. After years of trying to present the gospel and not seeing any interest whatsoever, I was surprised to find at the end of a 3-month training session, not only did the students know about the technology, but 9 out of 10 of them also accepted the gospel. I realized that I had certain skills that could be helpful in the villages. And as I began sharing my skills with the people who had rejected me, I found their feelings changing towards me. It was not until some time later that I discovered that their attitude was changing because of my attitude towards them. It was plain to see that meeting people at the level of their daily concerns could build relationships. Today, the feelings of hostility have all worn down. The villagers express their trust in me and show complete acceptance. I am no longer a stranger to my own people. My burial rites have been restored, and many have accepted Jesus. The village chief himself has given me words of welcome and permission to conduct meetings in the village. The parents have entrusted their children to come to us. A church has been born. I now see clearly that the gospel comes to people in many different ways. Meeting people's practical concerns will break down the barriers of prejudice more effectively than years of preaching. Jesus showed us by his own example that words only have meaning when they explain our actions.